What up, everybody? Okay, let me get rid of that real quick, and then close that down. Abatha Bailey, Jaden Abraham, welcome in, fam. So I don't even really know. I don't know what's going on tonight, to be honest with you guys. I did want to talk a little bit about what the plan is with some of the product that we did purchase last night. So we're gonna go through a few things, and I kind of wanted to show you guys a little bit of like what that all looks like. Greya, welcome in. John Bailey, welcome in. Nix, welcome in. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? It is it's late. It's very late. It's already about 12:30. I shouldn't even be awake right now. But I'm considering this yesterday's stream, since like I didn't go to sleep or anything like that. I'm counting it because I wasn't planning on bringing Cake home at the time, but there were personal reasons I had to bring him home for, so had to get that done. Tony, welcome in. So this counts as yesterday. So honestly, guys, I did want to say huge shout out to everybody who's like encouraged me to try to get into like the Japanese stuff lately. And I'm aware that I've been stubborn. I've had my reasons, obviously, but if it wasn't for the amount of like support you guys have shown for Japanese Pokemon cards, I probably wouldn't have done some of the deals that I've done recently. And honestly, these deals that I've done recently will likely change the course for the channel and the store and everything, like very much more rapidly than it would have been had I not done some of the deals I've done recently because of it. So thank you guys. Thank you for the support. Daedric, welcome in. Great job, lot of cards and slabs. So yeah, so we went through, Cake and I went through everything. We priced out every single item. There's over 300 cards. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but when they're a mix of Japanese, English, graded Japanese and graded English, and a lot of like vintage and some off the wall stuff that you can't find like consistent values for, that makes a huge difference in the time taken. So we did 100% essentially inventory of everything that was purchased tonight, and I will say that we are very nicely in the green on that purchase. I was honestly stressed. I was honestly a little bit stressed. I knew I'd made like a decent purchase, right? But when you drop thousands of dollars on a purchase, only to make like a couple $100 after spending hours sorting through it, hours listing stuff to get it where it needs to be, hours sorting to put it in the mystery boxes or singles or just any sort of extra stuff. Honestly, that time adds up, and $200 for, you know, let's just call it 12 hours worth of work is not a lot, right? So I mean, and that's just assuming that it's hourly, right? That's just assuming that you're only paying for the time taken to do the things, not anything else, electricity, shipping, whether it be like the materials to ship. Everything adds up so fast, so quickly, that those types of things can often eat at your profit margins pretty fast. So I will say, like, with this purchase, this sets us on a better trajectory. Like I was healthy in the store prior, in terms of like revolving inventory and things like that, and we should get on a regular rollover schedule of inventory and things like that as we finish cleaning up the store and cleaning up the stream schedule and everything like that. So yeah, we're getting there, one step at a time. But Gundu, welcome in. Felix, how you doing? Oh, speaking of Felix, I need you to update a store profile. I'm pretty sure I have your bag right here, but I couldn't find your info. Let me verify real quick. And I checked by your old name as well. I don't know if your username is attached to your store profile, and I need that to be attached to it so I can identify who you are in the store. I might have found yours. Let me just double check. Oh no, I found yours. You're good. You're good. So, yeah, you're Waza or Felix, you're good. I remember now. Cake couldn't find it, and so it took a while to get the stuff out for you because your bags were labeled as Wazaraptor, and Wazaraptor's not in your profile. It was done as like the Waza Junior. Might have even said, I think it said like Wazaraptor and Felix on your bag, but not your name, and then the profile said Waza Junior. So but that should be on its way, if not already, then here shortly. Might be in this stack that I need to drop off tomorrow. But I mean, we got some crazy stuff, you guys, and there's been some surprises. I didn't realize the value of some of the Japanese like alternate arts and stuff like that, so that was pretty crazy to me to see what the total value was of everything that I had spent yesterday, and just seeing like value versus what was spent was kind of crazy. Yeah, and that's the thing, Greya, is like, you know, just going through some of these, you know, I already showed the price tags yesterday, and it does not necessarily reflect what I paid for them. That's just what they were labeled as, but like some of these things are like absolutely crazy. And I just had no idea. Like these ones are insane. That might be, I think there might be like one more. No, that's it. But like, you know, in English, I basically paid like what they're worth, right? There's a little bit of, you know, like extra in there for a lot of the stuff, but like the Japanese cards that were purchased, that's like the majority of, you know, like the value there. So a lot of stuff is getting sent in for grading. I honestly, like, part of me wants to just like sell them as they are to you guys, but on the same note, I need to get myself out there more as a grader and a grading and selling service. So that's going to be like part of the focus over the next couple of months, is like really getting out you know, solid large submissions, getting it back, processing it, getting the good like video time in, and letting you guys know like, hey, for those of you guys who are in on this, this is like the date and time that we're gonna be going through this grade return live. That way you know, this is, you know, the transparency of like, you know, barring any emergencies or something like that, this is going to be the date and time that we're going to be doing it. So I'm kind of like in awe a little bit. Got some really beautiful cards in all of this. I learned a lot about how to you know, price out the Japanese stuff, which is really cool. Oh, I just smacked the microphone. But it's like, I didn't realize, you know, like that you could, I mean, this one's an exception, but you could type in like the code at the bottom with the number, so like S12A 220-172, and it's just gonna pull the card right up on TCG Republic. I mean, part of me is glad that I didn't get into Japanese cards sooner, because I feel like I probably would have overdone it if I had. And McGregor, welcome in. So are you happy with your purchase overall, or are you still stressing out? I think, I mean, there's definitely still a level of stress, because my submission to Beckett just doubled. So I'm going to be submitting like almost 500 cards. Maybe, yeah, probably around 500 cards. Which that adds up quick. But it's okay though, because I mean, even at, I mean, just so based on what I got them for. Oh, hold on guys, 1 second. 1 second. I just got a notification from Best Buy, and I need to. But it's, yeah, it's all gonna be worth it in the end, honestly. Okay. One second. Are you telling me I can't update quantity? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. One second, guys. I gotta remove everything from my cart real quick. I got an update on something that I need to act on real quick. There's actually a lot that I need to act on, but I'll just start with, is it even gonna let me put it? Oh, of course it'll let me put that in there. Oh, it won't let me do that. Wait. All right, 1 second. I'm almost done here. Just a couple more items to remove. Okay. Okay. All right. So now that I got my order in, if you guys want, if you guys have access to it and you would like, to purchase some of the mini tins, bestbuy.com has them right now in stock for $8.99. It does say shipping is not available for this item, so if you don't have a Best Buy that's like close to you, you may not be able to order them. I think they restrict it to like 150 miles or something like that. Okay. So now that that's over, I just needed to at least get, a small order in. I only did 5. But it is what it is. So, there were a couple that really stood out in the whole deal. One that was really interesting to me, and oh, by the way, guys, I am 100% resubmitting this. I am absolutely resubmitting this. So the fact that it got a 9.5 in every category except for surface, which got the 10. I mean, there were no 9s on here. This is getting resubmit. Even if it's just to a 10, I did not see any sales of a 10. If any of you guys find otherwise, let me know, because I would love to know the approximate value of a gold 10. And then I can kind of go from there and make some decisions. But yeah, I'm gonna crack that. It's gonna hurt my soul, but I'm doing it anyway. You talking about this sticker? I'm actually gonna submit this for grading as well. And then where was it? This troublemaker. So fun story for you guys. I had a slight panic attack tonight. Not really like actual panic attack, but panic mode. We'll call it panic mode. Be lol. No, you're not. Good night, Anne. So slight panic mode tonight. I went to go look up comparables on eBay for this, and there were a couple that were like a little over $100. Cool. That's pretty much to be expected. It's a $5 card otherwise, or $4 card otherwise. For it to be worth that much after spending the money for grading, that's actually phenomenal, right? There was a listing that sold 4 days ago for $11,000. Here's the thing. I clicked on it. The listing was out of North Dakota. I was like, huh? So I looked further. It was out of Mandan, North Dakota. I was like, huh. This just happens to be where that LGS is that brought this to me. I was like, huh. So I hit him up. I sent him a picture of this, picture of the listing that had sold. Apparently, story time. Apparently, the guy that had him consign this card, or the lot for him, his collection for him, he was trying to sell them on eBay, but people kept messing with him and kept messing up the auction and overinflating all of his stuff that he was trying to sell. And so the sale would end and they wouldn't buy. And this happened on multiple occasions. And so he said, you know what? I'm done. Brought it to the store and gave it to him to consign it. And now I'm holding it. So the weird thing is, right? I don't think he expected me to like find any of this information, but when I sent him the picture, I was like, are you familiar with this eBay account? Because I was thinking, well, like, maybe that's his, right? But he said yes. I was honestly expecting a no. Why? What's up? But he literally just said yes. I was like, what? I was genuinely concerned that what had happened was a deal fell through or something like that, or someone got shot. This card was taken, no payment was made or something, and it was like stolen and sold. And then I was holding it. That was my genuine concern, but it was nothing like that. So here we are. But yeah, It was like right at the end of like everything that we were grading too. Or not grading, like researching, pricing out everything. So I've got spreadsheets on spreadsheets, you guys, and we did pretty good. Like honestly, we did really, really well. I didn't expect to. I took a chance, and it's definitely going to pay off. And so I'll go through some of the details of that probably as we get closer to you know, portion of it being like pre-grading, and then the remainder of it being post-grading and talking about the whole experience and how that all panned out. But I'm glad I took the leap, right? I mean, this was a learning experience, you know, trying to figure out the whole grade, pricing out Japanese sets and whatnot, but it's going to be extremely beneficial. It honestly kind of blows my mind a little bit. I mean, even just like the slabs that I got from him, other than those two, right? Which I do believe, I with all my heart, that this will like has the potential to come back a 10. And I honestly, I didn't see any other listings. I didn't see any listings with a 10. So no sold and no selling. So if you guys find any, like I said, send me what you find, because I didn't see anything. I was surprised to find out that this is 60 bucks. Even as a 7, it's 60 bucks, right? So like basically cost of grading plus the value of the card, essentially. Which is pretty cool. You know, like it's I think it's a good card to add to, you know, some of the lower mystery boxes and whatnot. So that'll be nice. Or even, you know, as one of the lower cards in the $100 box, right? Because then at least it's, you know, it's something nice to look at. It's not like a Caterpie or something like that. No offense, Caterpie, we still love you. But you know, it's not just like something nobody cares about, right? You pull it out and they're like, oh, maybe that's actually like possibly worth that $100, right? It's not, but it's also kind of in that realm that's like, you know, if the sellback is $70, right, and this is worth like 60, you know, to some people that might be worth keeping, because it's still a rare card. So you never know. But some surprises that I encountered. The pristine Radiant Blastoise is actually worth about the same as that Charizard. That was really cool. Yeah, the Charizard is 60, graded 7. Very surprising. I thought it would be lower. And then this one's actually significantly lower than the English version, which is not common for the, like, from what I've seen so far. I expected it to be higher. So I'm not sure what's going on there. This one turned out to be an $80 card. The Holo Charizard's 58 raw. I thought it was only like 40. Did it go up again? That guy Jados, welcome in, fam. What up? Yeah, yeah, XY Evolution. It went up. Okay, I was gonna say I thought that they were both the same. I thought they were both about the same. Thank you, Tony. Have a good night or day or both. 58.93. That's crazy. That's pretty crazy that it went up. This one was a surprise. This one was actually like a massive surprise. It's not like insane, right? but it's kind of in that realm of like I did it on PSA, right? So it's a holo XY109 Black Star promo, shiny Gyarados, right? And I genuinely expected this to be like $25, right? If I do it based off of the PSA that is in I can't think of the name of the site right now. Anyway, graded pricing. If I do it based off of that, this kind of falls into like the $50-ish category, like just over $50. So I mean, obviously I put it at 53. It's kind of in between an 8 and a 9. So, you know, there was like 51 for an 8 and like 56 for a 9. So I was like, yeah, 53 sounds good. So like I was genuinely surprised. I mean, it's a really nice card. That's, but I didn't expect $50 card. There were several that were like $30. But honestly, like the biggest surprise was the raw Japanese, from what I had purchased out of that order. So, it just goes to show, like, sometimes if you like leave your options open, you know, you can end up with some stuff you didn't really expect. And that's not something that I typically would do, right? So that's like really cool to me. You know, like I've taken Japanese cards in the past, because I have some that were just like part of the large orders that I had done before, but they were just kind of like cast aside almost. Yeah, I'm excited to like get to know Japanese cards better. But just the, I mean, just the sheer amount of stuff that's in here that has value, but is like just chilling, right? I mean, that's $21 card. These are 30. Right? I mean, another 30, right? Like, it's so crazy to me. 40. And yeah, those are just raw prices, and a lot of this stuff is going to get sent out for grading. So here's where this is beneficial, right? Because I'm still a huge proponent and massive supporter of English. I don't think that I would personally ever collect like sets of Japanese, right? But the thing is, if I continue to move Japanese stuff with the prices that I'm able to get them at, it will free up a lot more opportunities to do giveaways, and also it will free up a lot more opportunities for me to have capital to get larger orders of English packs, because the packs are hard, right? Because sometimes I end up with stuff that is less desirable, right? Like the 300 packs of Fusion Strike that I have. But like I've said before, I'm not too worried. We will, as a community, we'll get rid of those. But it's I don't know. This will help a lot. So figured out what's going on with my orders in the shop. The shop has my old address as my billing address, but my current address as the shipping address. So whenever I place an order, it puts the billing address instead of the shipping address. Ah, interesting. Yeah. And that's just, I'm kind of defending myself, not because I feel like, I have to like defend my decisions as a business or anything like that, but more so because I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea, right? I'm not suddenly gonna have 18 different types of Japanese packs in the store. I'm not gonna completely, you know, the site's not gonna be in Japanese tomorrow or anything like that, right? I'm opening up my perspective a little bit, because in my local market, there's a lot of money to be made in the Japanese cards. Because a lot of people have a hard time getting rid of them here, which is an issue I don't think I'll have. So I'm gonna have completely separate Japanese mystery boxes, probably. That's something that I was discussing with Cake tonight. I will probably have the same categories. They might be priced differently, yeah, but probably similar categories. Just think of all the crappy XY sets that people would jump on right now. So don't worry about certain things not selling right now. That's true. Welcome in, Hopeless. So yeah, no, it's in the packs. The packs are a tough one for me because I love opening packs, but also like the mystery boxes are kind of our bread and butter, right? So that's where I'm probably going to be dedicating more energy toward, but also we'll have like streams that are dedicated specifically to like rip and ship or something like that. I've even considered having separate stores entirely for like the rip and ships versus like the mystery boxes, but I mean that adds a lot of cost, and so that's something that I'd have to probably do down the line. I don't know, but I don't know, I'm pretty excited to see all this stuff get sent out. It's kind of wild in here. And then this is still a mystery to me, honestly. I genuinely, I've looked it over like 100 times, and maybe it's because of the reflection from like being inside the case that I can't tell. But I've looked this thing over so many times, and I have no idea why they give it a 7. Like, so many times. I think I am. Because no matter what happens to this, I think I might keep it. There's like a little thing on the corner there. I feel like this deserves better than a 7 though. Even an 8. But like I said, I could take it out of the case and it would be, you know, possibly something that shows up. We got another order on Shopify. Joseph with the Vivid Volt. Hey, appreciate it, fam. So we are going to resume order opening tomorrow. I probably should have mentioned that earlier. We do have like a little bit of a backlog. And it's like probably 6 orders or something like that. But yeah, I'm cracking a lot of stuff, guys, to send back or to send in. Like this Mega Charizard EX. Mr. Zard's Mix, welcome in, fam. How you doing? That's definitely getting sent back in. Getting sent in. I mean, these are really hard to find, like, with, like, good centering. And this one is very nice. Like... Oh, I see, Joseph. Yeah, I can't wait to see how this turns out, you guys. This is going to be an adventure for all of us. I don't do PSA. I don't want a 10 just to have a 10. I would rather know that it's actually a 10, and PSA is not reliable, unfortunately. I would actually stick with CGC if they didn't look like the Walmart off-brand of PSA. Like, if their slabs looked better, I would do CGC. And if they were more consistent in their grading too. But they're a younger company than the other two, from what I understand. I haven't done a ton of research into it, so if I am incorrect in that, feel free to let me know. Because I'm not afraid to be wrong, but I'm also afraid to be wrong for a long period of time. I don't want to be wrong forever. So, but Beckett, I want it to be as hard as possible to get a high grade on my cards, which you would think it'd be the other way around, but I want to know that I earned it. I don't want to look at it and go, they really gave it a 10? Like half of PokeRev's videos, right? Like, he's like, this thing's like twisted and off center and they still gave it a 10. Wow. Like, I don't know, maybe like crack it, send it back with a letter, like do better. Yeah, I do like the black label. The aesthetic is really nice. Do you ever think of doing other TCG? We are going to. I used to do other TCG, but I decided to focus just specifically on Pokemon for the last couple of years, to kind of hone my craft. I just got into the Japanese of Pokemon, so it's going to be a little bit before I introduce anything else. But I'm actually going to be bringing in more people to do some of the other stuff. Like, especially the stuff that's like has like a really deep fan base, like Magic the Gathering. I personally will not be doing the Magic the Gathering stuff, but it will all be in the same channel. And the rip and ship stuff, the business stuff is all changing to the other channel, which will be announced at some point here in the next like 30 to 60 days. You know, like the same time frame it'll take to grade the cards. Basketball cards. Whoa. Yeah, I don't think I'll do people cards. I don't think I could do that. It's like people shows. I don't really watch people shows. Anime. Marble Weiss. Oh, like the Weiss Schwartz cards. Weiss Schwartz. Yeah. Off the channel, so I'm like, oh, okay. There you go. There you go. So yeah, we spent a lot of time doing all this stuff tonight. I did get in. So yes, there will be some anime TCG. Because I want to get into that personally. And there's some stuff in the works for the future, so don't go anywhere, you guys. If you unsubscribe, you'll regret it. Seriously. So basically the plan is to grow the Pokemon studio to the level that I can no longer handle it by myself. And not like I'm trying to figure it out, handle it. It's like systems are in place and I still can't keep up, right? And then I'm buying commercial property, and we're going to convert it into the overarching land thing. We'll call it a thing for now. Okay. The thing. So these are late night discussions with MrChonkachu. This has been something that I've been really wanting to do for a really, really long time. With that, I am going to, a portion of it will be allocated toward a brick and mortar LGS. And the local LGSs that do the anime and Pokemon, like the TCG stuff, not just the sports stuff, they're not going to be happy about it. But I'm not happy about how they do business, so run them out. Well, yeah. I need to, the price gouging and just the way that they treat their customer base like they don't actually need them. It's pretty bad. Like there's an expected like margin of price increase, and then there's like scalpers, and then there's the prices of some of the local game stores here. I've never really been a fan of them anyway. They had it's a whole long story, but I'm not here to like talk bad about people, but it's kind of one of those things like put your money where your mouth is type of thing. I'm just going to show that it can be done better, without, you know, screwing people over. Oh, you get into a whole rabbit hole of stuff with the live streams though. And then you start to decide you want to edit that content, and then you got to remember which one's which, and you got to download it or save it, and oh, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. We haven't really been putting out much like actual content lately, guys, and that's going to change too. Because this channel is actually supposed to be for that, and then the other channel will be more for the live stream stuff. Basically, we wanted to monetize this channel. We're going to migrate everything over to the other channel here in the next few months. I want to basically get all of that squared away before we do, though. I don't want to be like halfway doing stuff anymore, because that's basically been the trend of my YouTube career. But I do need to bring in another person. They'll basically be in here every night with me. Hopefully. Oh. Yeah, that reminds me. I was supposed to get my VMAX boxes today. Maybe tomorrow. They better come tomorrow. That's why I started going to this other LGS, which I'm glad that it worked out the way that it did, because the stuff that I've been able to get through him, I never would have been able to get through these other guys. So yeah, I started driving 2 hours away, hour and a half, 2 hours away, to get my product, sealed product to open, even prior to having the store. But you know, then it turned into this like relationship. Like he brought my stuff yesterday. He drove the hour and a half, 2 hours up here. I mean, granted, I spent several $1,000s, so it made it worth it for him, but it was also like he didn't have to. He still could have been like, yeah, I would do it at that price and you could pick it up, like, or ship it out. He could have just done that, which you know, that would have been really unfortunate to have to ship out all that stuff. He'd be packing for days. It's like my worst nightmare. But I wonder if anybody's live right now. I'm probably not gonna stay on much longer, guys. I'm actually like, I need to go to bed. I gotta get ChonkaChu to school in the morning, or daycare in the morning. And then we've got a lot. I got a lot of work to do tomorrow. I'm off for the next 4 days from my full-time job. So basically, we're gonna take that opportunity to like clean up more of the store, organize more of the studio, start recording some of the stuff for the grading submission, maybe cracking some of the slabs as well, and looking at the cards. There might be a little bit of regret there, but with the margin that I have on the whole purchase, I feel pretty confident cracking all, you know, a lot of the stuff. The main thing I have to do is install the top-down camera mounts for both of the desks, so that we can go back to our normal view. It looks like Dark Echo Gaming is the only one that I am subscribed to that is live right now. So we're gonna raid Dark Echo Gaming real quick, you guys, and you know, just show some love, chonk raid, smash like. If you guys like what you see, like what you hear, feel free to subscribe to them. I'm not gonna force it down your throats, but you know, we are trying to kind of spread that positivity. I will say that I'm not I can't control what they do on their streams, so any of you guys that are not comfortable there, please just leave, and don't hold it against me that we had to show some love. So with that, I appreciate you guys. Stay safe. I'm gonna go to bed, and thanks for watching, and we will see you guys on the next one. Peace.